I'm going to make my little insert here for the settee table area on MIG today. I've got a lot of other things that are probably higher priority than this, but I mean, I'm going to get all this stuff done before spring. So in this case, I just want to get it done. I'm kind of excited about the project. I'm excited about the idea of it and the possibilities. So I'm going to go ahead and do it today. This is the area that I'm going to build my insert. It's very pretty wood here, all varnished, and I need some little supports. So I'm going to put, I think, one here, rather than one all the way across. And then maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 along the length, and then 2 here on this side. I got a nice piece of marine plywood yesterday for this. I do want these little, I don't know if they're called fiddles. They have to be pretty because so I want them sanded and finished and varnished, because they will stay on here all the time and I don't want them to look like crap. So I do have some spare older teak that was used on other stuff that I think I can repurpose for this, for the little pieces. So I'm actually going to install those first. So I need to go find my spare wood, cut it, sand it, install it, and then I'm not going to varnish it yet. And then I can cut out my piece of plywood for this. And actually I'm going to use some door skin to make a template first. So I get an exact template for this insert. And then I'll use that to trace my final piece and cut it. And then I'll sand that and varnish it as well. The whole thing will be all sanded and varnished in the next couple of days. And then I'm going to get out the foam. I have quite a few pieces of foam that I think I can piece together for this piece. Or maybe just a couple pieces. And then I'm going to cut that out, glue them together, and see how it looks with the final piece, hopefully in the next couple of days. So that's my plan for this day. Safety glasses, got them on. I think that's going to work really great. I'll sand off where it says starboard side. Let's take it onto the boat and see what we think. Okay, so here's what we have. And I think that's going to look really nice. Obviously, when I sand it down and varnish it. I could put it this way, but I like it like this. So I'm going to do that with all of them. And that one's perfect for there. Let's see if this size is right for back here. And it is. And I think if I just make 2 exactly like this for here, oh my gosh. Yeah, so I need 4 of these. making 3 more of these just like I just did, and then I'll show you installing them. So this is how I'm going to do this. I know lots of you would like me to countersink it, put in plugs and all that, but I kind of like these finish washers, and I've got that kind of going everywhere that I've redone stuff. I've got these bronze finish washers. So I'm sticking with that theme, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'll start this. Start it right there. Right there. Okay, hopefully those are, ow, splinter myself. Hopefully those aren't going to be too tight for these guys and split the wood. I don't think so. This glue's a little old. Sure it'll work for this interior job though. So now I'm making the template, which is actually not too hard. I use my shears, my Cutco shears, to cut this door skin. Be first cut's going to be right about here. And the Cutco shears, I love these things. All right, so there we go. There's my first piece. I'll use the hot glue gun to glue on the 2 little side pieces as soon as I cut them out. This shit is great for people like me that don't like to measure shit. Look at that. This one will fit for the other end. And this one doesn't have to be exact at this point. This is why you want these Cutco shears instead of scissors, regular scissors. Okay, time for the glue gun. Got to be careful because it'll want to leak that crap all over the floor. There's my template. Okay, can't really see that. It's now marked as my piece. So I'm going to cut it out with the skill saw. Okay. Okay, so now it fits in here, so now I'm going to add a little support there, and another piece that I've got here I'm going to add along the edge to support the underneath part, and we should be pretty good. Okay, so I've got this done. I reinforced the end, the side, so that when I sit on it from there, it will be good. So let's see how it fits. And it fits perfectly. So now I'll go cut out my piece of foam, or pieces, and glue them together. That's going to be really nice. I used this big thing as a lee cloth right here. And you know, it goes up like this. I don't like it as a lee cloth. It's so thick it bumps the cushion up a little too far. It does have this zipper in it, so you can load stuff in it when you are sleeping there. But I think I'm going to change that and put it down below here across, because I'm going to turn that area down there into storage. So when I'm offshore, I can leave my lee cloth up, and I can lift this up, and I can get stuff out of here. This little area can become storage for offshore sailing, for, you know, easy to access food and stuff. We're going to be using a lot of freeze-dried food, so I could put a full duffel of freeze-dried food down there and then take it from deep storage and put it in here as we need it. So I'm going to change that lee cloth out. I don't really like it. I don't like that material for lee cloth either. It's nylon, and it would get hot and sweaty. So I'm going to remove it, even though I just put it on there, and figure out a way to rig it below. And I'm going to just make a new one for the main lee cloth. There you have it. I'm going to go do the cushion now. I'll film it. Yeah, so this gives you a better idea of what I'm going to do. So I can tie off each corner. I'll put a pad eye. I'll put a pad eye here and down there, and the same thing up there, one there and one there. And then this is a big pocket, so I can unzip this side or that side, and then underneath it whenever I lift this up, I've got all that other storage, so I'll put a couple of duffels under there with food in it, and offshore that becomes a nice little compartment. So I'm going to go make the cushion. The lee cloth goes right here, and it mounts up there and over here, actually right there, and it can just stay up this way offshore, and we can use this area for seating without taking down my lee cloth every time. And the reason I wouldn't use this for a whole berth offshore, in case you're wondering, those of you who haven't been offshore, it's too wide. It allows you to roll too far when the boat moves around. You want to be nice and snug, so a lee cloth holds you when the boat shifts, kind of like a sideways hammock, and it'll work really good this way. I'm actually very pleased with this idea. It's these are the kind of things that you come up with after having spent days and days, months offshore, and I have. And so that's why I'm coming up with all these little great ideas for this boat. I'm basically doing all the things I wished I'd had on other boats for this one. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of a fun experience. Okay, so I've got my same template that I made earlier, and I've got a couple of pieces of foam here. And I have my trusty kitchen knife, electric kitchen knife, that I bought for this purpose. The first thing I'm going to do is try and make as much use of this piece of foam as I can. So I need to cut off this piece. I need to make sure I do this the right way. Yeah, this is top. Okay, so we're going to call this top. And this will be cut off. Oh wow, man, that's like almost perfect. It's just a little bit. When they're glued together, should be just about right. I'll mark them like this so that I can see where they're supposed to meet up when I glue them. Right on. Kitchen knife time. What I found is if you kind of pull it apart a little bit as you cut, it cuts a little nicer. there it is. Now when I glue this together, it will stick really well. I'm going to go out in the garage, put it on a respirator, and I'm going to spray both sides of that and then glue it, and then I'll bring it back in and show it to you before we take it out onto the boat and see if it fits. Should fit. All right, and there it is, finished. All glued up, ready to put in the boat. Fits beautifully. Look at that. That's going to be fantastic. Yep. Right on. There you have it. Turns and fades to black. Together